So ladies and gentlemen, my name is Glenda Baker. I'm a real estate agent in Atlanta, Georgia. Typically, I don't do videos like this. I do short form video on TikTok and Instagram. And we're going to put this content out there as well, but this is the full video right here of the terms of service from Zillow Workspace, updated October 28th of 2025. If you want to know what it really says, stay tuned and buckle up, Buttercup, because I've got news for you. I think you are going to pass straight damn out when I reveal some of this. When you sign in or click agree to terms of service, do you actually know what you're agreeing to? I've got $5 that says you don't. So I want you to sit down and grasp tightly. Buckle up, Buttercup, because I'm about to give you some key points and some cautionary terms that are in the terms of service when you sign in to Zillow Workspace. Now, this is not a hate video. I literally, and you can do it yourself, I want you to take the terms of service for whatever you're agreeing to. I want you to print it into a PDF. I want you to upload it into ChatGPT, and I want you to say, pull out the key points and the things that should raise the most concern. You do it yourself and you see what you get, and let's see if it's the same. So buckle up, Buttercup, I'm coming at you right now. So, key points that you should know. You do not retain exclusive ownership of your data once it's in .loop. This is their terms of service from October 28th of 2025. This is their updated terms of service. .loop ShowingTime Plus says that you retain ownership of your user-generated content, your contacts, your forms, and your documents, but you automatically grant them a huge license. It is irrevocable. So remember when I told you guys that the vice president of operations or whatever he is said, you can take your data from Follow Up Boss and download it and delete it. Well, it doesn't come out of the system. It's irrevocable, it's perpetual, it's royalty free, it's worldwide, it's transferable, and it allows them to copy, distribute, modify, translate, publicly display, and create derivative works. This is across all ShowingTime Plus products, including .loop and Zillow Workspace. This is in the Terms of Use 5.1. They're also allowed to create summary data. I want to make sure you just heard what I said, and I want you to remember that term because it's going to become very important in just a few minutes. Summary data from your documents, and they own that completely. Did you hear what I just said to you? Summary data. So you own your user-generated content. Whatever you put in there, you own it, but you give them a license to use it however they want. So do you really own it? Come on, let's do it, be honest. Number two, they take those documents and create summary data. And from the summary data, they own it completely. They explicitly reserve the right to analyze, aggregate, and derive new data from your documents. This means that they can extract information, aggregate it, build data sets, use it to train internal algorithms, provide insights across the Zillow ShowingTime ecosystem. They own this extracted, derived information outright. Did you hear what I just said? They can extract the data from your documents, and now they own that data outright. That's right. Sit down and grasp tightly. They can share your data across all Zillow Group affiliates under integration with affiliates. You consent to the exchange of data, including the user-generated content and account information between ShowingTime and its affiliates. That is under Terms of Use number 8. The affiliates include Zillow, ShowingTime.loop, and any company under common control, which means Follow Up Boss, thank you very much, because they own it. This means your transaction files can be shared across Zillow's ecosystem. They can terminate or suspend your account at any time for any reason. Surprise, surprise. No refund, no guaranteed of continued access to your documents. They can kick you out and keep your documents and not allow you access to them. They reserve broad rights to modify the product at any time. Most concerning points for you as an agent: the license you grant .loop ShowingTime is extremely broad. Even though you retain ownership. They can modify the document, translate it, incorporate them into other works, publicly display them in connection with their service. Let me tell you what that means. Publicly display them in connection with the service. So, remember we went back to that expired listing that I had? Did they then take that data, the expiration date from that data, and put it somewhere that it was publicly shown to their affiliates? I don't know, but they have the right to. They have the right to share it with their affiliates and sublicense the information. That gives Zillow broad permission to repurpose contract language, signature blocks, and forms. They own and can use all summary data extracted from your documents. This is where AI and data models come into play. They claim ownership of all of this summary data. This is the aggregation, derivative work, or collective work created using or incorporating user-generated content. They can extract the data fields, which means prices, timelines, closing dates, contingencies, and contract trends. They can pool the data into data sets. They own the resulting data sets. They can use it however they want. Analytics, AI models, product development. This is 100% consistent with data mining and AI model training behavior. Are you listening? Stay tuned, I'm not done. Your data flows freely across Zillow's entire ecosystem. Zillow, ShowingTime.loop, all Zillow Group subsidiaries, and any future acquired company. This is explicitly stated in multiple sections. They're allowed to use your account information to market products to you, including Zillow, Zillow Home Loans, Zillow Rentals, Zillow Closing Services, and any other affiliates. This is in terms of use section 6. Are they using AI to pull data from the documents? Yes. Indirectly but unmistakably. The terms don't use the word AI, but the permissions granted clearly allow for automated extraction, data mining, compiling it into data sets, creation of derivative data products, and sharing with affiliates, including Zillow's AI data science teams. The summary data definition is exactly the type of language used when a company intends to parse contracts, extract structured fields, use data to power models. This is how Zillow creates pricing and trend insights. They also reserve the rights to analyze your user-generated content and integrate it across their products. Let's say that I uploaded my listing presentation into .loop to share with Bobby and Susie at 123 Banana Street. They can then take that data and say, wow, Glenda's got an amazing listing presentation. Let's implement this into the Zillow listing presentation. Did you hear what I just said? They can build aggregated data sets. This is functionally equivalent to AI training permission. Who can use your data? ShowingTime employees and systems, Zillow affiliates, all of them. Third-party providers. Third-party providers. Do you know what that means? That means they could sell that information to insurance companies or lenders. So you uploaded your seller's property disclosure statement into .loop for 123 Banana Street. And it says that, did you get a permit for everything, all of the improvements that you did? No. There is then a claim filed because the basement flooded. Does the insurance then have the ability to say, we're going to deny your claim because you didn't get a permit for finishing that room that has a concrete floor but has sheetrock in the basement? I'm not an insurance agent, I'm not an insurance company, and I'm not an attorney. But do I think that it's possible? You can bet your bottom dollar I do. Other Loop participants, in some cases real estate professionals, and their representative using integrated features. So does another .loop member have access to that listing once it's expired? I don't know. In the terms of use, section 14, indemnification, it states that the users agree to indemnify, defend, and hold us harmless from any and all claims and demands arising out of your access or use of the services, your breach of the terms, your violation of the law, and any user materials you upload. It continues with, we reserve the right to assume the exclusive defense and control of any matter, and you to agree to cooperate with our defense of that claim. What that means in plain English, that you cover Zillow or ShowingTime's legal fees. If a claim is brought because of something you did, including an error in a data that you uploaded, misuse of the data, failure to get client consent. Did you get your client's consent to put their information into ShowingTime, Loop, or Follow Up Boss? Did you? Did you? Do you have express written permission from your buyer or seller client to put their information into Loop, ShowingTime, or Follow Up Boss? I've got $5 that says you don't have that document. A violation. So again, if a claim is brought because of a violation of the MLS rules, a breach of the terms of service, anything, a third party claims resulted from your use of Loop or ShowingTime. Pay defense costs, settlements, or judgments. Indemnify, defend, and hold harmless includes attorney's fees, litigation costs, damages, settlements, and regulatory fines tied to your conduct. So let me ask you a question. And I'm not an attorney, I'm a real estate agent in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm just giving you this is what ChatGPT told me that the terms of service say. You can go through the 28-page PDF yourself and pull it all out. But this says that any fines tied to your conduct. So in this lawsuit that is currently there, let's say that Larry, the listing agent, told Bobby, the buyer, to use Zillow Home Loans. Anything that's tied to your conduct, are you now on the hook for that? I don't know. They take over the defense and you still have to pay for it. Now, what is the most agent-unfriendly part of the agreement? That the indemnity is broad. It covers Loop and all of the affiliates. It covers any claim tied to your documents or actions, and you foot the bill even if the dispute involves data Zillow shared or derived. So that is, and again, this came from ChatGPT. I uploaded the terms of service. It's a PDF document. It says right here, and you can see it. Here it is, Zillow Workspace. Don't look at all this stuff I have open. I'm embarrassed. Zillow's terms of service updated October 28th, 2025. You can read this. It's a 28-page document. You can download it from Loop, and all of this information is in there, okay? So just so you know, this is everything that it says. User-generated content definition license to grant, okay? So you grant them by upload, and I'm not reading this from ChatGPT. I'm reading this in number 5, user materials, number 1, user-generated content, okay? By uploading or otherwise providing user materials to the services, you grant us an irrevocable, perpetual, royalty-free, worldwide license to use, copy, distribute, transmit, publicly display, and publicly perform, reproduce, edit, modify, prepare derivative works, or incorporate into other works, or translate your user materials in connection with the services or any other media. Sublicense these rights to the maximum extent permitted by applicable law. We will not pay you for your user materials or to exercise any right related to your user materials set forth in the preceding sentence. You're solely responsible for them. I mean, it says it right there. So if you're saying, oh, well, she got it from ChatGPT, and ChatGPT, it could be wrong. It's 28 pages. Read the 28 pages and see what you actually agreed to. So again, I'm not here to hate on anybody. I just want you as a real estate agent to know what you agreed to when you sign into Zillow Workspace. It's that simple. It's that simple. My name is Glenda Baker. I'm a real estate agent in Atlanta, Georgia. I've been using Loop since 2013. Zillow bought Loop years after I started using it. Why did they buy it? Because it's the best document management system, supposedly. That's why I started using it. That's why they bought it. Now, all my documents are in there, kind of tied to it. It sucks. That's right, it sucks out the ass. Am I making a change? Yeah, absolutely. Should you make a change? I don't know. Are you okay with everything that this says? If you're okay with everything this says, keep using it. I just want you to know what you're agreeing to, and I think that you as a real estate agent don't know what you're agreeing to, number 1. Number 2, I wonder, I seriously wonder if your brokerage entered into an agreement with Zillow and you then signed into Zillow Workspace. Does the agreement that your brokerage entered into with Zillow void when you sign in and agree to these terms? Because by signing in, you're agreeing to the terms. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an attorney. I'm just a real estate agent. And honestly, I did this research for myself. And I was so shocked at the shit that it said. I was like, I gotta do a fucking video about this. That's right, I did. I was like, I gotta do a video because I don't think agents understand what you're agreeing to.